Greetings, Patrick here, and welcome to Dollar Theater. Dollar Theater is an ongoing series that was started by our good friend Hobbs Hoare, Mr. Bingle himself, Hobbs Hoare. And the series revolves about us finding films to talk about that we paid $1.25 or less for. That's right. If you spent $1.25 or less, we invite you to come over and join us here on Dollar Theater. Today's film that we'll be talking about today is one of my favorites. Basically, it's my favorite Adam Sandler movie, and I thought it was high time that we talk about it. And that is, considering its 15th anniversary was just a couple of days ago, and that is 2010's Grown Ups. That's right, Grown Ups. Right? What a powerful movie this is. Actually, this is a hell of a lot of fun. Basically, the story. So many people have commented, "Wow, what's the plot of this movie?" I haven't found one yet. Basically, it really is. There is a plot, and that is five friends who are growing up together. They're playing they're playing basketball. They're like maybe 10 years old, and it's just the five, and they win a championship, like a YMCA type championship, and their coach celebrates, and then they all go on to live their lives. They each have different levels of life. We see Adam Sandler is a powerful Hollywood agent. Kevin James works at who works at a store. Chris Rock's character, he's a stay-at-home dad. I'm not really sure what Rob Schneider's job was. I guess he was a bit of a hippie. And then David Spade was. They really didn't give a job for him. He just seemed to be just Arrested Development. So Adam Sandler plays Lenny. Kevin James plays Eric Lamazoff. And yes, if that name sounds familiar, it's because it's the same name that Sandler used for a character in Pixels. Same name. Don't know if they're related yet. Don't know if Grown Ups is in the Pixels universe or not. But he used the same name. Chris Rock plays Kurt McKenzie. He's the stay-home dad. And he's married to Maya Rudolph. David Spade, like I said, he's a slacker. Doesn't seem to have a job. And then Rob Schneider is also a hippie, but he doesn't really seem to have a job. Of course, most of the men are married to really pretty girls. Rob Schneider, he's married to Selma Hayek. Maya Rudolph is married to his character Lenny is married to Selma Hayek. Kurt is married to Maya Rudolph, and Maria Bello is married to Kevin James. Her name's Sally. So what happens is their coach, he passes away, and then we see, how everybody reacts to the news. Lenny they all decide to hold a memorial, and they get invited to that, and Lenny's asked to give the eulogy. So all the friends, they've talked to each other throughout the years, but they haven't seen each other that much through the years. So when they all meet each other, their friendship is still rock solid. They make cracks. We see that Kurt and his mother-in-law, they're cracking jokes down on each other. It's just pretty much laugh. Inside the church, Rob Schneider's character, since he's a bit of a hippie, he's in charge of the singing, and Kurt and Lenny make a deal that make a bet that he'll go on a knee to make it dramatic, and so he does. So the guys get together, and they're gonna go ahead and bury release the coach's ashes. He had made a request that his one championship team to go out there and spread the ashes. So Lenny makes he makes plans to, hey, we could do this. We'll all rent a house out, and then we'll all go there. Then we have to fly out to Italy because Roxanne, Lenny's wife, is having she's a famous fashion designer, and so she's supposed to be showing off her new line, and so the guys go to the house, and Lenny keeps on pushing back the time where they could leave. He keeps pushing it back, and so that way they could spend more time together. And he really wants his kids, who are basically indoor kids, to get outside and to see the outdoors and to play and to have fun, and because that's what they did when they were younger. They didn't stay inside playing Game Station or anything else like that. They were outside having fun. So he's trying to through the coach's passing, he's trying to instill that sense of fun into his kids and the other kids as well. All the kids that are there with the families, and so that's what they keep doing, and Lenny keeps on pushing it back. And then we find out that when they return to the town, the same team that they played 30 years before and won the basketball tournament with, they're still all living in their lives in the small town. And one of the guys is Dickie Bailey, who was the other team's star player, and had noticed that Lenny had actually stepped out. He was out of bounds when he made his winning shot and wasn't seen. So he's been holding that in for 30 years. And he challenges Lenny for a rematch. And so we're going to have a team of 40-year-olds playing basketball. So that's the main hook of the movie, is the big basketball game and how they get there. This is a warm-hearted movie. It is absolutely it's full of laughs. It is warm-hearted. There's no drama to it. A lot of yes, is it the plot the strongest? No, but you know what? It's always going to make you laugh. And it has a great cast to it, including Steve Buscemi, who appears on a lot of Adam Sandler's movies. A lot of the familiar faces that you see with Adam Sandler, they're in this movie. This movie was directed by Dennis Dugan, who used to be an actor and then he became a director. I will say this: while the movie's it's directed okay, but good Lord, whoever was in charge of the editing must have been drinking, because there are so many continuity errors in this. It's not even funny. The big scene where they're at a water park and they see Mr. Canada, that is just full of errors. It's hilarious, actually. It doesn't affect the movie, but it's like you just notice it right off the bat, like, someone was drunk when they did this. And like I said, the rest of the cast is very, very cool. Rob Schneider has his 3 daughters coming in. 2 of them are just stone cold beautiful women, and one's just homely looking. That was hilarious. Lenny and Roxanne have 2 boys and a girl, and this movie is touched by tragedy. Unfortunately, young Cameron Boyce played his middle son Keithy, and he passed away. He passed away a little later past this movie. He had some sort of medical reaction, and yeah, he was gone quick. It was very sad to hear. Kevin James. This is actually my first time I ever saw Kevin James in anything. I had never seen him act before, and I thought he did better here in this setting than he did in King of Queens. Didn't really like that series too much, but I really did like him in this. And he was really funny in Pixels as well. I could definitely see why Sandler used him. And of course, David Spade's character is, he's single, and so is Rob Schneider's he's single, and he doesn't have any kids or dependents. Kurt has he has a boy and a girl, and it shows the kids too. The kids are, like they're playing. They form cup phones at the house they're all staying in. They're talking to each other on the cups. And first, Lenny thinks that they're playing video games. He's about ready to go off until he finds out that they figure out how to do cup phones. So then he has them all spread out throughout the house. And of course, there's a little side plot about two of the boys, one of Kurt's boys, Andre and Keithy. They're hooked on Rob Schneider's daughter, Jasmine, played by Madison Riley. Gosh, she's gorgeous too. She was a pretty girl. So is Jamie Chung. She's also a very well known face. And so they're going around trying to, they're trying they're trying to check out Jasmine any chance they get, and that leads to a big moment between where Rob Schneider thinks that David Spade is scamming on his daughter, and that's a hilarious scene too. Overall, like I said, I mean, this is sort of an episodic movie. It goes from little segment to one little segment to one little segment, and it's all fun. Of course, one of the trademarks of an Adam Sandler movie is he probably pays for half of his films this way, and that is product placement. Good Lord, that guy is the master of it. There was so much product placement in this movie as well. You just see it everywhere, and it's hilarious, but it works, right? It helps probably keep down his production costs quite a bit, because a lot of companies want to do business with him because his movies are so popular. So I'm sure at least a tenth of his films are probably paid off that way. I mean, they pay a lot of money to get their products inside of a Adam Sandler movie. This movie did really well at the box office. It supposedly had a budget of $75 million. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Not unless they paid all that money to Adam Sandler, of course. This is a very fun movie, but there's no way in hell there's $75 million on this movie. 25 tops, if even that. But it was a big hit. It made over $270 million, and of course it led to a sequel. And I probably won't cover the sequel because the sequel's not all that. It's really subpar compared to the first one. So we'll just celebrate with the first grown-ups here, and be happy with it. The special effects are they have the cast. They show they show the cast, and they show Goose. This would have been a great movie for commentary on. I'll tell you that much right now. If Adam Sandler and Kevin James and the rest of the boys would do a commentary on this for the 15th anniversary of this movie, that would be dope. If they want to re-release it with commentary, I would be down with that. All right, so this is my my look of Grown Ups. Very good comedy, very good family comedy. Highly recommended for that. It is a family comedy. I enjoyed it. I think it's like I said. I mean, the biggest thing about Grown Ups and why it stays with me is because it's so warm. It's just a really fun family-oriented film, and I think this is Adam Sandler's best comedy. Best comedy. I wouldn't say this is his best movie. I'll say that for a different movie. But for as far as comedy goes, I like Grown Ups more than I liked Happy Gilmore. Though I hear Mr. Deeds is really good, and I do have that, and I do intend to watch that and talk about it here on Dollar Theater sometime in the future. But for now, this is it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Next week, we are headed back to documentary. We're going back to documentary. We're going to be taking a look at Saving Jaws. At the documentary from Gravitas Ventures. It's a quick one. It's like a Nat Geo documentary. It's an hour long, but I think it's interesting, and we'll talk about it next Monday here on Dollar Theater. All right, that's it. Let us know what your thoughts are on Grown Ups by dropping a comment. I know not everybody loves this movie. Well, tell me why you don't. And there are some people who do like it. Tell me that too. And then we'll see you we'll see you for this one, and then we'll see you for Saving Jaws. Thanks for watching. Peace. Oh, drop a comment.